Good morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember, I talked about cleaning up any of that residue that you left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. If you're down and out and angry and depressed, you're the only one that made the mess. You're the only one that can clean it up. Yesterday is gone, and we are not promised tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go over that wonderful list of all the things that control us throughout the day. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people pleasing, not able to say no, drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself, distractions everywhere. Then you have nothing but excuses, gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcast, news, caffeine, surgeries, pain, never having enough, being in a relationship with a man or a woman, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually abusing one another. Or you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about being hypocritical and sanctimonious. You talk about others and their dysfunction, and you go home and your wife starts beating on you, or you start beating on the children, and you just have absolutely no control of your own home. Let's talk about that. And seeing a lot of this, and it's one thing if it's just it's just that with people with messaging and with people have their opinions and what they say and how they act, when people are acting out with rage and anger and confusion and bashing and degrading and devaluing everything and everyone around them, that's how they're acting at home. And there's so many different forms of abuse. That's why I say mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, financial, sexual. There's partners that play games and starve each other of love, and they call it anorexic love. There's mental, where they're constantly beating down their partners and making them feel very small so they could feel so very big. There's all different levels of dysfunction, and it's degrading, and it eats at you, and it destroys your spirit. It destroys your energy. This is what I love about Michael Singer. When you take the emotion out and start taking charge of your life, has really empowered me, because I spent my life, I was in the middle of 8 children, and talk about chaos and dysfunction and craziness. But one thing I did know, that my mom and dad truly did love us. They just didn't have the proper tools and how to go about it. But there wasn't any confusion about love, because the love was there. My mom had so much love for her children, for the neighbors, for the neighborhood, for the community, and my father did also. But there's different ways of correcting, and this is what we're learning about, that we don't have to keep repeating. So one of the things I did was I took the things that I love with my mom, with my dad, and kept them, in the things that I didn't like. That's why I went into therapy, because this is all learned behavior. So what I'm going to suggest, and stop yourself today while you're doing it, when you're acting crazy, or when you're degrading and devaluing and beating down on social media or at work or wherever you are. Start looking in the mirror and stop it. Just stop. Stop. And see why you're doing it, and see the repeated behavior. And you're going to see it goes way back to childhood and what you were learned. This is all learned behavior. And by the way, there's just as much white prejudice as there black prejudice. There's all different forms of prejudice. We can go on and on and on about it. I just had it happen with my husband for being old. So today, I want you to stop yourself when you're acting like a fool, when you have that anger. And I want you to start taking ownership of your own anger, your own mess, and start cleaning up your own world. so we can all start living in a better world called your own home. And the more people start taking charge of their own home and their own world, we're going to live in a better world. And remember, balance, not too much of anything, our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everyone around you. The level of love and respect that you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you will get in return. No more, no less. The goal for all of us truly is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. It has to be as natural as going to the bathroom, or else your head gets backed up. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, if you have an attitude, be attitude, being in the highest possible state of happiness, good humor, and contentment with the way things are. We need those breakdowns to have those breakthroughs. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have worth. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world, doing your part, no exceptions. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Hey, you manipulators, smooth talkers, narcissisms, your words mean nothing and your actions say everything. I'm going to read a beautiful saying by Louise L. Hay. Addiction, you're running from yourself, not knowing how to love yourself. Loving treatment. Deep at the center of my being, there's an infinite well of love. I now allow this love to flow to the surface. It fills my heart, my body, my mind, my conscious, my very being, and radiates from me in all directions and returns to me multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The use of my love makes me feel good. It's an expression of my inner joy. I love myself, therefore I take lovingly care of my body. I lovingly feed it nourishing foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it and dress it, and my body lovingly responds to me with vibrant health and energy. I love myself, therefore I provide for myself a comfortable home, one that fills all my needs and is a pleasure to be in. I fill the rooms with vibration of love, so all who enter, myself included, will feel this love and be nourished by it. I love myself, therefore I work at a job that I truly enjoy doing, one that uses my creative talents and abilities, working with and for people that I love and love me, and earning a good income. I love myself, therefore I behave and think in a loving way to all people, for I know that what I give out returns to me multiplied. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. I love myself, therefore I forgive and totally release the past and past experiences. I am free. I love myself, therefore I live totally in the now, experiencing each moment as good, knowing that my future is bright and joyous and secure. For I'm a beloved child of the universe, and the universe lovingly takes care of me now and forevermore. So it is. Trust the process. No more questioning. All I need is taken care of. Louise L. Hay. Okay, I like to read from different books. The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. He helped me with my emotions. And today's message is once you can face. Once you can face your disturbances, you will realize that there's a layer of pain seated deep in the core of your heart. The pain is so uncomfortable, so challenging, and so destructive to the individual self that your entire life is spent avoiding it. Your entire personality is built upon ways of being, thinking, acting, and believing that we developed to avoid this pain. What are some of the ways you protect the core of your heart and avoid pain? Not letting people in, always trying to be right, overeating, constantly needing to prove yourself. What do you think would happen if you didn't do these things? Wow. Um, this is this is so true. Why a lot of people have a hard time giving up their addictions. They don't really. They have a hard time just sitting with themselves, not abusing themselves. I have so many people that I love dearly that are never going to give up their addictions. And they're control freaks, and denial's off the charts. And control's our number one killer. And these addictions will just keep eating them away. And whether it's through food or drugs or alcohol or pills or sex or social media, it doesn't matter, or work. They just have a hard time being in their own skin. And that's the beauty of getting to the other side and being able to look at what it is that's eating, literally eating at you. When they say it's eating you, it's eating at you. And we all have to look at that. If you're in a long-term relationship, a long-term marriage, you got to look at that. Or like I said, it's going to fester and it's going to eat at you more. And here's the news. If you don't, it's going to progressively get worse. And here's the deal. I've always say this to people. If you don't make the stand, the universe makes the stand for you, and you may not like the solution. So I suggest you slowly start working on what it is that you need to look at and stop being in denial with it. Start addressing it and get professional help. It's the greatest gift you can give yourself when you take full charge of your life mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. It's the ultimate orgasm. Nobody could ever abuse or hurt you again. And here's the news. If you don't take full charge, you are going to be a victim and used for the rest of your life. So the choice is yours. And remember, work on one thing at a time. Eventually, it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss the loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. We cannot do it alone. We always lie to ourselves. 2 heads are better than 1. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will accept and say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I'm willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day that you don't want to do to have a successful day. My 2 things are always getting up early, doing my podcast, working out, and keeping my food clean, and the rest will follow. We can all heal together one day at a time, and it's a decision from our head to our heart. You can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my workshops and my books. If you want to learn about my services, Life in Harmony, online.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my services. Remember, I'm doing the podcast Monday through Friday. Hit that colorful round button that says subscribe. Share it with everybody that you love and respect. Start with podcast number 1, number 2, number 3. There's order into receiving this information. In 30 days, you're going to say, wow, in 1 year, you will not recognize yourself. And remember, the more people we help win, the more we win. It's a win-win for everyone. And remember, I want you to have a unique day today. And thank you for listening.